In one of the previous videos, we were discussing about the turn-on methods of SCR. Okay, so of those various triggering methods, gate triggering is the most efficient and reliable method. So most of the control applications use this type of triggering because with this gate triggering methods, the desired instant of SCR turning is possible. Okay, so let us have a look on various firing circuits of SCR in this video. So these are the firing circuits. Okay, there are three types of firing circuits. One is resistance firing, RC firing, that is resistance capacitance firing circuit, then UJT firing circuit. First we will see about the resistance firing circuit. So this is the circuit diagram for the resistance firing. It is employed to drive the load from the input supply, okay, Vs. So there is also resistance and diode combination, okay, resistance and diode combination which acts as a control circuitry to switch on this SCR at the desired condition. Okay, now let us consider that we are going to give this supply voltage Vs to drive this load. Okay, now supply this Vs voltage to run this load. Now take during the positive off cycle, what will happen? Okay, during the positive off cycle of the input supply, the SCR is forward biased, okay, but it will conduct only when the gate current is greater than the minimum required value. Okay, so by varying this resistance R2, okay, by varying this resistance R2, the gate current is applied to this SCR. Okay, this gate current should be more than the minimum value of gate current. Okay, because at that time only the SCR will be turned on. Okay, and hence the load current starts flowing through this SCR. So the SCR remains on until the anode current is equal to the holding current of SCR. Okay, and it will switch off when the applied voltage is 0. Okay, when the input is 0, this SCR will stop its conduction. Okay, so the load current is 0, and the SCR will act as a open switch. What is the function of this diode? Okay, so the purpose of this diode is to protect the gate drive circuit from the reverse gate voltage during the negative off cycle of the input supply. Okay, and also this resistance R1, it is used to limit the current flowing through this gate terminal. Okay, how it is limiting? So it will limit the current in such a way that the gate current should not exceed its maximum value of gate current. Okay, it should not exceed the maximum gate current. For that, this resistance R1 is used. So it is the very simplest and economical type of triggering, but limited for very few applications due to its disadvantage. What is the disadvantage? So here the triggering angle, okay, it is limited to only 90 degrees because the applied voltage is maximum at 90 degrees. Okay, so the gate current has to reach minimum gate current value somewhere between 0 and 90 degree. Okay, this is the disadvantage of this resistance firing method. The second firing method is RC firing, otherwise resistance capacitance firing. Okay, the limitation of resistance firing, that is the limited triggering angle only at 90 degree, can be overcome by this type of RC triggering circuit. Okay, it provides the firing angle control from 0 degree to 180 degrees. Okay, this firing control is obtained by changing the phase and magnitude of the gate current. Okay, by changing the phase and amplitude of gate current, we can control the firing angle. Okay, so this RC triggering circuit consists of two diodes. Okay, two diodes and RC network. This whole setup is used to turn on the thyristor. Okay, by varying this variable resistance, the triggering, otherwise the firing angle is controlled in a full positive off cycle of the input voltage. Okay, so this is the supply voltage. This is the supply voltage. The firing angle, okay, here the firing angle can be controlled from 0 degree to 180 degree. Okay, for the whole positive off cycle of the input supply. So what will happen during the negative off cycle? Okay, so during the negative off cycle, this capacitor charges with lower plate positive, okay, with lower plate positive and upper plate negative. Okay, it is charged up to V max voltage, okay, through this diode D2. Okay, it is going to charge up to V max voltage. So this this minus Vmax voltage remains across this capacitor till the supply voltage attains zero crossing. Okay, till the supply voltage reaches the zero crossing, this minus Vmax will be in the capacitor. Okay, then again the positive off cycle starts. So at that time, what will happen? During this positive off cycle, okay, this SCR becomes forward biased and the capacitor starts charging through variable resistance. Okay, during the positive off cycle, the SCR is forward biased and also this capacitor is charging through this variable resistance R. Okay, to trigger the so up to which it is going to charge, okay, up to the value which is used to trigger the SCR. Okay, so when the capacitor charging voltage is equal to the gate trigger voltage, the SCR is turned on. Okay, so this capacitor is charging when this voltage is equal to the required value of the gate current. This SCR will be turned on and the capacitor holds a small voltage. Okay, so therefore this capacitor voltage is helpful for triggering the SCR even after 90 degrees of the input waveform. Okay, then the purpose of this diode D1 is to prevent the negative voltage between gate and cathode during the negative off cycle of the input through the diode D2. Okay, so this is about RC firing circuit. The next one is UJT firing circuit. Okay, so in resistance and resistance capacitance triggering methods, the prolonged pulses were given to the gate. Okay, we saw already. So more power dissipation occurs at the gate. Okay, in R and RC firing circuits. So this power loss can be limited here in this method by using this UJT as a triggering device. Okay, so this is the UJT. So with the emitter terminal, there is a RC network. Okay, RC network is connected with the emitter terminal of this UJT. Here the capacitor is fixed and the resistor is variable one. Okay, so the charging rate of this capacitor depends on the variable resistance. Okay, that is the RC time constant is controlled in this manner. By controlling this resistance, okay, this capacitance value is going to be changed. Okay, so RC time constant is controlled in this manner. Okay, now let us consider we apply the supply voltage. Okay, so when the voltage is applied, the capacitor starts charging through this variable resistance. So by varying this variable resistance, the value of voltage, okay, value of voltage across this capacitor will get varied. Okay, once the capacitor voltage is equal to the peak value of UJT. Okay, because it is charging now. So when the capacitor voltage is equal to the peak value of UJT, this UJT starts its conduction and produces a pulse output. Okay, this generation of pulse output will be till the voltage across this capacitor equals the otherwise till the capacitor voltage reduces to the lower value of this UJT. Okay, this process repeats and produces a train of pulses, okay, at the base terminal. Okay, so this train of pulses is given to this gate of the SCR to turn on this SCR. Okay, these are the triggering methods or firing methods of SCR. Thank you.